How's it going, guys? This is Isaiah here, bringing you ICBA week number 2, season number 1, against the Alabama Crimson Surf. Last week we were able to pick up a win, with Swallow at the end there, which is, that was cool, right? That was pretty cool. But yeah, this week will not be as easy because, in my opinion, because we have. You can see there his team on the top. It's just very, very good. So let me go over his team, and then I'll talk about what team I'm bringing. So you can obviously see one of them on the screen, but let's just ignore that. Okay. So he's got the Ferozma S tier mon right there. Very fast. Base 151 speed, so it outspeeds Electrode by 1, in case that matters. Which it doesn't, but obviously. But yeah, it's very strong on the physical and special side, base 137 of each. High jump kick hits so hard from this thing. It's honestly so difficult to switch into, even to a resisted hit. It's got good coverage, it's got like Ice Beam, which it's immune this pretty hard. It's got Poison Jab, which hits Feeny pretty hard. That's why I think it's my opponent's biggest threat. Obviously, the thing in the square, the biggest square for both of the teams is what I think is the most important mon on the team. Of course, that's just my opinion, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, Ferozma. You can also cover dance. It's Focus Sash is a pretty-ish common-ish set. Life Orb is also there. E-Belt. Some of you have like Banded, Scarfed. It's got a lot of options offensively. So yeah, he's also got Top Coco, which I feel like he might not bring because I do have Mega Steelix that kind of walls it. I do have a Moongus there. I do have Blissey. I do have Doug Trio that can trap it. The Strike actually does pretty well against it. So I do have things for the Coco, but he might still bring it because it is a fast offensive threat. You also have Dragonite, which is a good Dragon Dance user. Obviously, with multi-scale being able to take pretty much any one hit, except for Kyurem. Kyurem's going to destroy it, but yeah, even with the multi-scale. But yeah, Dragonite with the multi-scale is going to be able to basically get a guaranteed D-Dance off most of the time. And if it has a Lumberry, that kind of stops you from going for Toxic against it, or Spore, or much of anything, and it's going to hit really hard with those Dragon Claws, and it's got a lot of different coverage moves. It can also be run specially. I've done that a few times, or once. I don't know, but yeah. Next up is Milotic, very bulky Pokemon. Can't really do much on the offensive perspective, but it's definitely there to wall things. So yeah, we gotta watch out for that thing. Starmie, fast Rapid Spinner, another water type. Also gets Thunderbolt though, so we gotta watch out for that as far as Feeny and whatnot, because you gotta remember it does get Thunderbolt, so that's why bulky waters aren't as good against it. And I feel like Starmie is a pretty good Pokemon in general. It's really fast. It's got good coverage moves. It can be bulky if you want it to, and it does get Rapid Spin. So one of the fastest Rapid Spins. Also, Ferozma gets Rapid Spin, so that's interesting. I'm pretty sure Dragonite gets Defog. He has some really good hazard removal as well, so just want to put that out there. Yeah, so he also has the Alolan Muck. Great especially bulky Muck-ish thing. Only has one weakness in ground, so it's pretty solid bulky Pokemon. It could come to pretty much any matchup and put in work. So yeah, Chandelure, Choice Scarf variant is common, I think. You can also run like Substitute against my Blissey and start setting up on me. That could be bad. And then you've got the Donphan. Donphan is another reliable Rapid Spinner, because it does have Sturdy. Ooh, so it's pretty late for me right now. It does have Sturdy. It can Rapid Spin. It's pretty bulky on the physical. It's actually very bulky on the physical side. Not as much on the special side, but it's got good coverage moves. Play rough, knock off, Ice Shard, Seed Bomb, stuff like that. Could be cool offensively. Mesprit, whatever. Gets Rocks. It's another Psychic type. Could be a bulky, Thunder Waver, U-turner, stuff like that. It's a pretty reliable utility mon. Not much outside of that though, in my opinion. Next up is Steelix. Steelix is, obviously, I have Mega Steelix, he has Steelix. He could bring it, who knows. But, I feel like I have things for it. You might just want to try to get up rocks with it. It's very, very physically bulky, so it's easier to get up rocks with it. He's got a pretty good balanced team overall, because he's got a lot of offense by his first 3 mods, but he also has, Milotic, Donphan, Steelix, Alolan Muck, Mesprit could be bulky. Yeah, so overall pretty balanced team there. He's got a really good team, in my opinion. Lilligant is kind of just there. Volcarona pretty much just sits there. Moongus, same with the Moongus. I Swallow beats it, Blissey beats it. It's kind of just there. He needed a grass type, so yeah. Leavanny would have been cooler though. Anyway, so yeah, we've got now onto my team. We've got the Amoonguss here. I chose to put Amoonguss here first because it's pretty nice. It does pretty well against the team. Obviously, got to keep in mind that I can't Spore while the electric terrain is up. So that's got to be in the back of my head. I don't want to waste a turn going for Spore when the electric terrain is up, because that is an effect of the electric terrain, is that you can't be put to sleep. And then it's nice for Ferrozma, obviously. Nice for Coco, nice for Dragonite, nice for Milotic. It's nice for Alolan Mug. I mean, it's great. We have this synthesis there because I feel like that would be nice. It's also great for Donphan. Obviously Lilligant. So yeah, basically just kind of sitting here, taking hits, putting things to sleep. This thing should be able to 1v1 a good amount of things on his team. Next up is Blissey, Choppleberry, a Pharaoh. Get it? It's I hope that doesn't give it away, but I'm doing it anyway. That's okay. So we got the Choppleberry counter for that Pharaoh's. I take about 60 to 70-ish% from like an Adamant Life Orb, high jump kick from Pharaoh. I gotta redo that count, but I should be able to definitely live it because of the Choppleberry. We can counter it back. If he predicts me to switch, he goes for U-turn. I mean, I have a lot of HP on this thing. Even if he goes for U-turn and switches into something, I'm gonna be able to get a big counter off on something. Shadow Ball is there so that he can't set up subs with Chandelure. Soft Boiled and Toxic. Pretty much just there, right? Skis. Yeah, so next up is Kyurem, Dragonium Z Kyurem, because getting off a Z Draco Meteor is just gonna be pretty cool. Mainly there for the Milotic, also nice for the I guess the Alolan Muck, because Earth Power is really good for his team because it does hit the Alolan Muck, it does hit the Shandy, it does hit the Steelix, which is nice, it's the Coco. But yeah, we have Icy Wind there in case I want to try to switch and do that stuff. I can't outspeed max speed, like absolutely max speed, Timid or Jolly Ferrozma after an Icy Wind, but if he's like adamant or anything like that, like if he is not max speed at all, then I can, somehow for some reason he switches in, I can get that Icy Wind off, so that's gonna be cool. This thing's just here because it can outspeed Dragonite before it gets boosts up and just blow it back. We can probably take a Dazzling Gleam from Coco, Earth Power, not Modest Nature. This thing's just kind of here to hit some holes for his team. So, yeah, hopefully he does that. Also, it's a decent counter to Donphan. So that's nice. Next up is Choice Scarf Trio. Enough speed to outspeed max speed. I hate when I have to say speed like 3 times. Yeah, but we can outspeed a Ferrozma as long as it's not Choice Scarfed, and aerial ace it back. We're gonna trap it in. It's also nice for Coco because if I'm chipped at all, he might bring the shit shell. But if he thinks I have the focus sash or something, and I've taken like rocks damage or prior damage that hasn't taken me out, and he goes for just Dazzling Gleam, thinking he can just outspeed me and take me out, that's gonna be nice because I can just go for that Choice Scarf to EQ and bop it turn 1. So that would be cool. But also he might I don't think he's gonna predict Choice Scarf Trio, so that could be very nice. We just gotta watch out because you know, if we go for EQ or aerial ace, and then Dragonite comes in, we gotta make sure we can deal with that as far as him setting up, because that would be bad. But yeah, it's also, it can just memento, which is nice. Mementoing is nice against the team in general. We can outspeed Shandy with this set. He cannot outspeed us with a timid scarfed Chandelure. And yeah, it's pretty much just here. Nice for the Muck, nice for the Starmie, if I get it whittled. So yeah, that's pretty much what we have with Alolan Buggy here. So that's nice. Next up is Sunkissed, our Volcarona. Now, as you can see, I think that Volcarona is pretty vital to this game. It's funny because I didn't have it on the team until like an hour ago or something. I don't even know when we're battling because I don't even think my opponents had their week 1 battle yet, but it doesn't matter. We got QD, HP Rock, Flamethrower, and Giga Drain. Enough speed to outspeed. Again, it's that 150 to outspeed max speed Farozma, or close to that. Hidden Power Rock hits Shandy and Dragonite. I wanted something to hit both of those. So that's gonna be that, which is cool and stuff. Yeah, but I mean, overall, this thing should be doing some good damage because after one QD, we should, you know, Giga Drain's gonna be nice for Milotic and Starmie. After QD, we're using our special defense, gonna be able to take Scalds from Milotic better. And that's cool. It's great for being able to set up on just some things and stuff, right? I don't know, if we get a QD up on like something like Mesprit, even though it might T-Wave us, but you know, we could QD up on something, right? Maybe, yeah, probably like Shandy would be our ideal thing. Maybe even Donphan. But yeah, it's pretty nice. I actually had Mega Steelix in this thing's place, but then I changed it out. I could change it back to Mega Steelix, who knows? And if I do, then my biggest threat, my most important mon would probably be like Kieran maybe, but I don't know. It's tough to say at that point. There's a lot of things I could bring, but I'm just not sure on what he's going to bring as far as that goes. So yeah, and then last but not least, we have Tapu Fini Kebia Berry to take a poison jab from the Farozma. I think that's pretty specific as far as the 100 defense. Pretty sure with that we can take like maybe 2 jolly like E-Belt poison jabs, P-jabs from Farozma. There's no reason for him to run jolly or timid because it outspeeds my whole team without going that even swallow. But he might predict something to be Choice Scarfed, like I don't know, like maybe Hitmonlee, and he wants to be able to outspeed Choice Scarfed Hitmonlee, so you'll go jolly or timid. I doubt it though. But you know, in the event that we can live 2 poison jabs, I want to be able to do that with the Kebia. We obviously got the Defog there. We can stall the Milotic because we can Toxic after the Misty Surge goes down. That's gonna be cool. Obviously, this thing is terrible against Coco, but again, we do have responses to Coco, so yeah, that's nice. And yeah, pretty straightforward here. Nice for the Shandy, nice for the Donphan. Obviously, Muck is annoying for this thing, but yeah, this team could chance because, like I said, you know, I actually tossed up Zebstrika for a while. Swallow is a possible bring because it hits so freaking hard. You know, Espeon is there, so who knows? We'll finalize it by the time the battle starts. Obviously, thank you guys so much for watching this episode of the Team Builder, and yeah, I will see you guys next time.